Hello, students, and welcome to the class today. I'm going to be very busy today. That's why I won't meet you, but for sure we are meeting on Friday, okay? So for today's class, I have just prepared three things to share. I'm going to work a little bit on the essays you already wrote, and I want to start by telling you what is a good essay and possibly what is not an essay that could comply with the requirements of the writing. I'm going to show you here number one. This first essay, which I won't reveal the name, I want you to see here that the title, there's no title about it, possibly because the person doesn't know exactly what is the writing about. And the writing was about advantages or the disadvantages of the COVID vaccine. But as you can see here, also, there is another disadvantage in this here, or another negative thing is that the person is writing in the second person. This student should write normally in third person. Okay, the person cannot be included in the writing. When we are writing, we are also proposing a new angle, a new vision of a topic or about a topic. Okay, something here is that although this is really nice and well constructed in English, it's not formal English. Okay, you can see here we find ourselves stuck in general isolation. Also, if you can see from here, there is a punctuation and grammar spelling errors. Okay, once we know we have a full stop, the next letter should be in capital one. If it is something like a comma, we should just please write it so we can have a better fluent idea when we write. The second paragraph, it says, in order to prevent all this caused by COVID from continuing to spread, vaccination must be resorted in order to protect oneself from the effects they cause and to be able to control its spread to other places. Up to here, I consider the author should have just placed a full stop just before the whole idea because it's a really long one and it's mixing different points of view. So this is something that I want you to take into account for the sake of improvement when you are writing, okay? Obviously, the mark of this production is lower than the one if you show a better understanding of what I ask you to. I have another one here, and this one is possibly a better one. The title is more like related to the vaccine. And the only thing that I don't like is that the person is including a that, and it really doesn't it doesn't need that here. So please take that into account because you are about to finish the degree, and these are things that you need to probably know to proceed better when producing written text. Something that I like in this essay was that the person had a very brief intro of the topic. The person is relating now the second part of the intro to a possible cure and then establish clearly what is the essay about. Also, the person is using cohesive devices like first and second. Right after you choose your cohesive device, you need to establish what is the thesis or what is the main idea of the paragraph by explaining up to this point what is the advantage you want to talk about. And under that thesis, you're going to develop some supporting ideas as it is described in this essay. Also, I'm going to just show you the second paragraph. I don't want to reveal the name of the person, but it says, secondly, the most important reason is that the vaccine will help prevent contracting the disease, and this is just the thesis. There are some supporting ideas under which I think gives a better sense of what is the writing about. So I really wanted to establish what's the difference and what things can you use next time and what things you should avoid, okay, for further written productions. So for number two, the classwork activity, which is gonna be our activity for today. Okay, I'm gonna send you the track for the listening part and all the info related. This is for you to do independently and individually. What are we gonna be doing today is the activity for week number two and possibly number three, which is the next one. Okay, today you are going to complete the vocabulary, matching numbers and letters with the appropriate word, and also complete the sentences provided below from 1 to 6 with the words given from 1 to 6, but in the left column. Okay. The second part is a listening activity, and you're gonna do points 1, 2, and 3 before you listen. And then I will send you the track for the checking understanding so you can answer the 6 questions provided here. You don't have to send me this. This is something for you to practice, and I will be checking this next class, possibly before our guest arrives. Okay? And the homework, which is for next week. The homework for, and I'm going to show you here, the exact date is we are going to be having the homework for the 2nd of March and also for the 5th of March. In this week, I need to listen to everybody's presentation during these two classes, okay? During these two classes. What is the presentation about? Well, you are going to choose, okay, one scientist. You're going to find out about his or her invention, how he or she discovered it, and why is the invention useful for today, or how, I want you to also mention, how has that invention evolved from the idea, from its original idea. You can choose, for example, any of the scientists. Okay, also talk about the invention, which is really nice. I'm going to provide, if you need, list of possible scientists, or if you want, you can choose your own. Okay, and the whole thing about the activity is that you do the research today, and you are going to start preparing your presentation. And these are some very useful ideas for you to take into account. It should be informal English. The minimum time is 5 minutes, but the maximum would be 10. You need to include visuals. It could be a Jamboard, a short video. It can include slides, maybe an animated video, or if you want to just design a graphic or an emoji, it's up to you. I want you to use, um, I want you to avoid the use of too much text. Sorry. Oh my God. Too much text in the slides, possibly just key ideas, something to share. And during the presentation, I want you to get ready because I need the camera on. I want you to share the screen, obviously, for the slides. And I don't want any reading while you're presenting. Remember, this presentation is not for this week, it's for next one. So you're gonna be presenting, and I'm gonna choose randomly who's gonna be sharing presentations either on the 2nd or on the 5th of March, okay? And finally, I want you to go to our class for Friday, which is on the 26th of February. We're meeting someone, and we are going to be using a spin conversation app, which I'm going to probably just show you here. We're going to work on either each is going to um, spin it, and let's say I'm going to work with someone called Maela. And then this is the question that Maela is going to talk about. It says, the worst household chore at home. And you need to say why. And then we're going to just do it again, and everybody will be participating. That's on Friday, okay? That's for class on Friday. We're going to be having someone, and for next week, we're having our oral presentations. Obviously, as I told you, I'm going to send you the listening track activity, And on Friday, you already know what's going to be happening. So I really wish you all the best today and enjoy the class. If you have questions, I'll be available just to answer, okay? Bye bye.